Hey man, today I'm going to talk about 7 powerful techniques on how to increase sperm count and ejaculate volume naturally. Then as an added bonus, I'm going to talk about one additional technique that most guys, or even couples for that matter, get horribly wrong, especially when they're trying to conceive, and how to turn that around so you greatly increase the odds of being fertile. Okay, technique number 1. You want to remove, or at least greatly limit, the main inhibitors of sperm production and semen production, such as obesity, smoking, alcohol, chemicals like pesticides, and EMFs. All of those things have been shown to decrease sperm count and sperm health, like sperm motility. And these are things that are under our control, which is the good news. Particularly those EMFs. You don't want to be keeping that phone close to your testicles. So keep that out of your front pocket. And if you do need to do that, make sure it's in airplane mode. Okay, the second technique I want to talk about is using a cold pack on your scrotum. Okay, the sperm production is very much affected by temperature. That's another reason you don't want to use tight underwear. You know, boxers are better. Something that allows the testicles to rise and go down. And that's why when you get cold, right, the testicles go up because they're trying to warm up. Or if you get overheated, they drop down. Well, sperm is very sensitive, as well as testosterone, very sensitive to temperature. So when you put a cold pack on your testicle, it really helps your testicles improve both sperm production and testosterone production. So if you really want to amp this up quite a bit, I recommend doing it at least once a day, 15 minutes on your testicles, ideally right before bed, because that's when most of your testosterone is produced when you're sleeping, REM sleep. But any time is better than none during the day. And if you really want to amp this up, do it up to 3 times a day, 15 minutes on your scrotum each time. You just want to make sure whatever that cold pack is, you want a thin barrier, like a thin towel, between that and your scrotum. All right, the third technique I want to talk about is vitamins. And the vitamins that are most important when it comes to sperm quality and semen quality is vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. Okay, vitamin C itself has been shown to increase sperm motility as much as 92%, and sperm count as much as 100%, and also reduced the amount of sperm that was deformed by 55% when people ingested 1,000 milligrams twice a day. Now, I recommend getting your vitamin C from whole foods, like citrus fruits, like lemons, right? Bell peppers, strawberries, those type of things. And the reason is that the vitamin C that's in there is whole vitamin C, not just ascorbic acid, right? I'll go more into that in another video, but you'll get more out of the whole vitamin C than you will out of the ascorbic acid. Vitamin D, it's best to get from the sun, right? But if you can't get it from the sun, then vitamin D3, but you want to make sure you take that with K2 as well as magnesium for it to be most effective. In vitamin E, you can take that as a supplement. I recommend getting mixed tocopherols if you do, but some of your best sources are from foods, particularly like almonds, but my favorite is avocado. Very high in vitamin C as well as high in potassium, which really also helps a lot with semen production. Now, before I talk about the last 4 techniques, if you're getting value from this content, please like this video now, as the Google and YouTube algorithms favor medical treatments for erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation and tend to suppress natural remedies. If you want to continue to learn the cutting-edge techniques for natural remedies to supercharge male bedroom performance, then please like this video right now, as it is your vote telling YouTube and Google that you want this kind of content. And also subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our newest content. Plus, that also powerfully tells YouTube that you want to hear more about these natural approaches versus just medications, injections, and surgeries. All right, now for the fifth technique, zinc and selenium, both essential for sperm production as well as testosterone production. And when your testosterone is low, your sperm and semen production tends to decrease. So you want to make sure that you've got good testosterone levels. And sperm itself is composed mostly of zinc. So the problem is, though, you don't want to overdo the zinc. I see so many people that are like pounding these zinc supplements, and that can actually start to become toxic. Zinc has a very long half-life, and it will stay in your body for a long time. Plus, zinc is imbalanced with copper. And if you take too much zinc, you'll decrease copper. And you need copper as well for your sexual functioning. So I know there's a lot of people that are slamming these supplements. If you're going to take a zinc supplement, I don't recommend taking any more than 30 milligrams a day. That would be the max. I would say more like 15 milligrams. You're better off getting it from food, which I'll talk about in a second. But if you do use a zinc supplement, make sure it has copper in it. Okay, some form of copper so it'll balance out. Now, your best form is just to get it from foods. It's going to be highest in animal products like meats and that type of stuff, eggs, but also, in plant products, primarily nuts and seeds, like pumpkin seeds are very high in it, hemp seeds, that type of stuff. However, it's hard to get enough from those seeds. It's easier to get it from animal products. My two favorite sources of it are oysters, because oysters are high in both zinc and selenium, and they're great for your sexual functioning on multiple levels, or beef liver. Beef liver also high in zinc and selenium, and also other nutrients like B vitamins that really help with your sexual functioning. All right, now the sixth technique I'm going to talk about is just ejaculating less. Like if you're ejaculating every day or multiple times a day, it's going to be very hard for you to keep your sperm count up, right? It's particularly if you're trying to conceive. So typically when you ejaculate, in order to replenish that, it takes about 72 hours. So ideally, if you're, especially for fertility, if you're looking to get her pregnant, I wouldn't recommend ejaculating any more than once every 72 hours. And ideally, if you know her ovulation's coming up, save it up for a few days, at least 72 hours. But the problem is you don't want to save it too long because it can actually start to degenerate. Like the sperm will start to get reabsorbed into the body. So I would say somewhere between 3 to 5 days is your ideal time to save up before you make an attempt for getting her pregnant. Okay. The seventh, I think it is. Yeah, seventh technique I want to talk about is black maca and sunflower lecithin. These have both been shown to increase ejaculate volume. Now, any kind of maca is good, right? Maca is a cruciferous vegetable that's grown in the high Himalayan mountains of Peru and has been used to improve libido for a long time. It also helps with sperm and semen production. Any kind of maca helps, but black maca seems to be particularly helpful when we're talking about increasing semen volume. Also, the sunflower lecithin, really great at increasing the amount of seminal fluid that you produce to make your ejaculates bigger. I recommend probably somewhere around 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of that, and about 1 to 3,000 milligrams of the black maca. All right, now for the eighth and bonus tip that I'm going to give you that really gets overlooked, particularly when you're trying to get pregnant, is amping up your arousal, making the sex hot, right? Not a chore. I see this so much, especially if someone's trying to do it through IVF or something like that. And it starts to feel like a chore, and it's time to try to make the baby. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to get a much better ejaculate. You're going to get sperm that's much more focused on what it's intended to do if you're really turned on, if you're both really turned on. That's the truth for her too, because you will ejaculate more when you're really turned on, and that, sperm will be really activated. And also, if she's really turned on and she orgasms, the cervix starts pumping like this and starts trying to suck up, the sperm and the semen. So it really helps a lot in terms of getting pregnant the more turned on you are. And I see a lot of couples, it's the exact opposite, right? It's becoming very clinical. So if you want to increase your chances, and you'll see this a lot too, a lot of times couples will be trying and they can't get pregnant, and when they stop and they relax, they start having fun, they get pregnant, right? So keep that in mind. Make your sex fun and hot. Now, if you've used any of these techniques to increase sperm and semen volume, please post your comments below so we can all learn from them. And if you've tried these and you're still having issues, remember, there are many areas of the IPM ecosystem that address the amount of and health of your sperm and semen, not just the ones we covered today. If the foundation of your ecosystem is not strong enough, then you may not notice a difference at first. That doesn't mean these techniques don't work. It just means that the foundation of your erection ecosystem, it's not strong enough for you to notice a difference. If you would like to learn more about this ecosystem and how it can help you, I posted a link in the comments that will help explain how to get the foundation of your erection ecosystem rock solid naturally. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one.